Hello, hello, footprinters. Hey, Chrissy here, starting a minute or so early. Little girl here who wants some attention. So, how's everyone going? It is Valentine's Day here in Australia.
Baby.
And my lovely Valentine man here has bought me a coffee. Lovely coffee. Yeah.
Good morning, footprinters.
Hey.
Fun, baby.
Thank you.
Is it too loud?
No, it's fine, sweetie. Yeah. Thank you. Okay, so got my coffee with cream on top. So it's Valentine's Day here in Australia. And the cat's here. Oh, that's a bit loud, Bob. Bit loud. You might need the headphones. You might need the headphones. Thank you, Cameo. Got a tiny little spoon. Anyway, hi, Sherry French. So after the live today, I will be posting at the end of the live today, I will be posting a link for members that you can go to and you can join me for a face-to-face. Now I'll be doing this every fortnight, every second week. And I'll be on and I'll stay on for about an hour. Hi, Dennis Thomas. Hello. It has been a long time. Thank you for coming back. It's been lovely to see someone returning. I was just saying for my members, at the end of today's live, I will be posting a link. You have to go to my channel and go to comments, and there'll be a members only comment where you can click on the link and come and join me and have an opportunity to talk to me face to face. This is going to happen every 2 weeks now. I've sort of started doing membership things again, and I was a bit late with last week's news deep dive story, but there's another deep dive story posted for members as well. I still haven't gotten back to doing the Misty tour I was doing. I was preparing the slides for it and I accidentally blanked the slides and got rid of them. And that sort of, I was going to doing the Oolong Madang mystery, but yeah, but yesterday, of course, was and it's still Friday the 13th over in the US still. So hi, Steve. Hi, Celtic Seer. Not 100%. I've been a little bit sick this week. So yeah. But anyway, I thought we might have a little bit of fun today, and might, if you've got a spooky story you want me to have a look at, the solar eclipse on February 17th. Yeah, okay, from where governments are concerned. Oh, that is such a good question. That's right. It is. I think the best place to see that will be in Iceland, won't it? Because I think Mel Dore is taking a group of people over to it. How is the solar eclipse going to affect some of the governments? Wow, that is such a great question. So let's have a look. First, we'll do I don't see it having much effect down here in the southern hemisphere. New foundations will be created. That's good, Celtic seer. I feel like it is going to be in the next couple of years. It's going to be a real rebuilding couple of years. So, I got the right glasses. My other glasses. Oh, here they are. Just going to swap glasses. Oh, we got, the smart. I don't know if you can hear that whistling. That's the wind. Hi, Shelby. That is the wind outside. Got a bit of a wind tunnel effect happening somewhere. But anyway, great question. And hubby was using my computer yesterday to talk to somebody with the camera. Video meeting, and she's like, the person's like, wow, look at all the cool stuff. And he's going, yeah, well, not mine, can't claim it, but yeah, have to get rid of a couple of things so that people can see the cool stuff more. Just piled up. Anyway, great question. The solar eclipse. On the 17th of February. That's Tuesday. What's it going to have? Well, yeah. Immediately, it's not going to be a new time to start new things in the Northern Hemisphere. In fact, new ventures, I'd stay away from new ventures. But we're looking at, Dennis Thomas asked, what can the world expect from it where governments are concerned? Yeah. There's going to be this starting out on a new journey, but not really having a lot of control of where things go at first. Oh, okay. Thank you, my darling. I know I sent you the address. Yeah. Details. It's going to be a lot of behind the scenes work happening with it. Yeah, it's going to lead to a lot of. I feel like this person's going over these already established gifts and having to add more. So I feel like there's going to be adjustments. Sorry, I got it. There we go. So there's going to be some things new things happening, and not everyone's going to be able to control the narrative. And I'm chiefly thinking of the US here. I really feel like it's going to have a strong impact on the US. And it's going to be working like ducks, paddling like mad ducks underneath, because losing control of the narrative, and making it up as they go. So I think it's like loss of control of the narrative. Grumbling to find what they need. I feel like, even though there's reversals in this deck, the resources, the Queen of Pentacles gathers resources so that people have what they need. So somebody's going to have, we're talking in terms of governments here. Normally she's got roses around it, but this one has a different flower, daisies. Normally the Queen has roses, but I'll address the thing about the protest in Australia in a bit. Hi, Gigi. I just want to have a look. Yeah, baby. Hey? Yeah. Oh, it's okay. Yeah. But I feel like there's the bend in the eclipse, the pathway it's an arc, and the outer arc is pointing towards the US. I really feel like it's like radiated diameter of influence, or radius of influence. Yeah, it's like wave. Spain's gonna darkness, but I feel like, and there's another eclipse coming up later in the year on 12th of August. Hang on. It's a lunar eclipse on the 17th, isn't it? March 2nd to 3rd. There's lots of eclipses happening, guys. There's lunar, there's solar. But the one that's coming up, definitely, I feel like, in terms of government, there's going to be an element of uncertainty about it. But those governments are already really Not in the best. Innocent. Yeah. Thank you, Shelby. Governments get along with each other in time. Yeah, look, I feel like this is unexpected turns of events, lots of work scrubbling, and I do feel like this is, the US is going to feel it big time this year, simply because of the energy of those in power. Next year, there's going to be an improvement. Things are slowed to a stop at the moment and totally stalled at the moment, but there will be improvement next year and definitely after the 2028 elections. Okay. Dennis, so yeah. Now, okay, we had protesters, pro-Palestinian protesters, and, you know, just people who don't like the way certain people in the Israeli government do things, protesting the visit of the president of Israel, Herzog. And yes, there were some violent clashes with police. No, not deliberate government attack. No, that they definitely made sure there was a lot of police around. But things, of course, are very tense at the moment with the attack from Bondi. There's a lot of people still angry about that. There's always people who want to get in amongst it and agitate. But no, at least our government, most governments have a few dirty tricks up their sleeves at times, but no, this is not anything to do with the government. So here in Australia, no, there was violence. It was not peaceful. People were arrested and stuff. And there's probably a chance of overreach on both sides. I think I've heard one or two stories of a bit of police overreach, and that happened, unfortunately. So, but no deliberate government prodding or anything attack, no. Now, in March, there's supposed to be a bigger No Kings protest over in the US. Well, yeah, the Trump administration go all out to invoke violence. Okay, have a look at the No Kings protest in the US. I've got to put the heater back on. I'm not 100% well, my darling, so I've been... Yeah. Guides, can you tell me about the No Kings protest? Okay, there's definitely... this is the moon, things hidden but coming to the top. I always find, especially this guy, the lobster creature, crawfish, whatever he is, he's an articulated creature. I find that he represents to me manipulation. So there's definitely plans to manipulate the situation. who let the dogs out or release the hounds, sort of thing. So yeah, there's definitely not factions out there who might take advantage, and their goal is to create a bit of violence and things like that and create trouble. So there's definitely a real possibility of that. Again, there's this a smug merchant saying, I told you so. What I want happens. And here's people talking. In the background, this person's working hard, and this pair are having a chat in the background, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, unfortunately, I do feel that there are factions there who will try and stir things up. Will there be an incident with the No Kings protest? Got the 10 of Pentacles. Possibly, and I think it might have a effect that reverberates. This is a generational card. It's generally generational wealth. But to me, in this instance, I also feel like there might be an incident and it has a reverberating effect in that it's like the ripples in a pond. It will start changes. Okay, that's too hot, but I can't have it off. So put it on the lower one. Yeah, I'm not 100% well, so. Uh-huh. Lunar eclipse, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hi, hi, Celtics here, Shelby. Hi, Gma. How are you? Oh, my goodness. You know what? It's so strange because I was doing a bit of a clean out the other day, and these little bears, I don't know if you recognize them, but they're the Avon breast cancer bears. So, and they're sitting on my desk at the moment. So, Gma, healing, comforting, positive energy to your daughter. Little bears, they do have names. I just can't remember what they are. But, yeah. But they're little breast cancer bears that Avon brought out, at least here in Australia, a few years back. And, yeah. So one of my sisters is a breast cancer survivor. And, yeah, one of my aunts as well. All prayers and good luck and hope, to your daughter, Gma. Okay? So let's have a look at what this following week has got for a few things. We have a new opposition leader here in Australia. There was a leadership spill in the Liberal Party. And they have been, them and the National Party, who are the traditional coalition partner with the Liberals, have been on again, off again in the last 12 months, like one of those relationships from one of those silly programs. So I'm going to do a quick read on the coalition here in Australia. Will it get it? Because there's been three splits in the last 6 months. One, the Nationals breaking with the Liberals and aligning themselves with another party called One Nation, who we do not want. And the fear is that if this is not sorted out with the coalition, that the One Nation party will be able to get enough votes to form a government in the next election. And we don't want that, because very, very nasty policies. Not very nice. Run by a red-headed woman called Pauline Hanson. So let's have a quick look. Will the coalition be strengthened? Yes. Now, former Prime Minister Tony Abbott, who is a Liberal, has warned the new Liberal leader, who is quite right-wing, against turning the Liberal Party into a One Nation clone. That would not be good. But yes, there'll be a few struggles still, but they will be able to be success. They will be able to reunify, come back together, and strengthen. Again, we've got that upside down fall, but it has been a crossroads, a time of crossroads, and this is not surprising, where they're still not sure of what direction they're going in. And if they're not careful, they can still go into the wrong direction, but they will be. Yeah. So will they end up being a bigger, more powerful version of One Nation? Oh, strength. There is a chance of that happening. Let's hope it doesn't. Now, let's have a look at Keir Starmer, or Sir Keir Starmer, the British Prime Minister. He's been in the wars lately because one of his people he's recently appointed as a ambassador has turned up in the Epstein files, photos and stuff. So will he survive this scandal? Hi, J Cat Lady. Ooh. Broken commitments. Lots of work happening. Rewriting there'll be some conflict, but not as bad as it could be. Broken commitments. I think they might oust him. There might be a leadership spill. Yeah. Okay. So we've looked at Sir Keir Starmer, the British Prime Minister, that it's a chance in the next few weeks that he could go. Let's have a look at the office of the President and the next few weeks for the man in office. I just have to say, going through my head, Nancy Guthrie, Savannah Guthrie's grandma, I do feel like she's passed. Okay. I do think they'll find out what happened. There'll probably be charges, but as to what they are, I don't know. Yeah. So that's all I'm going to say on the matter, because normally I don't. Yeah. Okay. The Trump administration. What is in store for the man in the Oval Office, Mr. Trump? Again, I just show respect for the office more than the man. Knight of Cups. Oh, he thinks he's got it all. He thinks, everything's going to be perfect. That I'm offering and so much and inspiring so much. This is how he sees himself at the moment. What's his challenges? The Three of Wands. Okay. Wow. The challenge is the boat's coming back in. You know, the saying, what you put out there comes back to you threefold. This is a challenge for him because he's starting to feel the consequences of his actions. The advice for him? Seven of Wands. Well, he's not standing for what he believes in. And he's backed up against the wall. So be prepared. Be prepared to have to do battle. Losing battle too, because he's not standing up for his beliefs and all that, or for the betterment of his country. He's just doing it for his own betterment, and that is not the way that's not what people want to see. Come here, sweetheart. There you go. No, you don't want nummies there. Where would you like me to put nummies? Here? There? Yeah, okay. You've got to put them in the precise spot she wants them. So, be prepared for a battle that you're probably not in a position to win. That's the advice for Mr. Trump. At the base of this reading, the Knight of Pentacles. Here's things coming to a complete halt again. Now, we looked at that with regard to some of the governments, wasn't it? So I do feel he's going to feel the effect of this upcoming eclipse. Okay, so that is, yeah, very interesting. It's at the base of this thing's coming to a grinding halt, and really, this is also the card of needing a lawyer. But it feels like he's not going to be able to find anyone who wants to really represent, A, because he doesn't pay, but B, because they just don't want to touch that. Of course, people have represented him because he's the president and stuff like that, but finding hard and hard to get people who are willing to put their reputation on the line. What's the outcome for the next week? Oh, self-fulfilling prophecy. This is not looking good for this coming week for Mr. Trump. All of his schemes and dreams are going to be turning into nightmares. Tell us a little bit more about this outcome. So that's the Nine of Swords, reverse. Things aren't as bad as on the opposite point of view as things could be. Hi, Annie W. Wheel of Fortune, there's definitely a big change coming for him. Based on the negativity of the cards here, it's something that, yeah, I do feel it. You know what? Somebody who said health issues are coming up. This could be in his head. So it could be something. There's definitely a change. Six of Cups. Childlike state, I get immediately. Something up here, I think. And the Four of Swords, retirement. He's not going to go willingly. He's not. But I feel like it's getting closer. But whether this is the start of that downfall or whether it's just suddenly quickly, it's going to be an interesting week. What else would you guys like me to look at? I'm going to read on. I think I might read on Aileen Cannon. Judge Cannon is going on her. Ousted. Knight of Wands. But my way or the highway. Slash and burn. She's losing it. She's not going to be showing restraint for long. She's absolutely, things are about to unleash on her and around her. Her challenge is secrets coming to life. That's Cerberus, the dog, three-headed dog. I think he was a guardian of the underworld. I'm not 100% up on that one. But Five of Wands, conflict, reverse, but not as bad as it could be, but it's unavoidable. Eight of Pentacles, there it There it is. Things being rewritten, things being tapped over. Change being made. What's her outcome? Aileen Cannon. 5 of Cups out in the cold. Maybe another opportunity around for her, but this one's definitely coming to an end. So she might be ousted from the court at some stage. She really wants to be on the Supreme Court. Not going to happen. Annie, yes. Oh, wow. If and when that happens, JD Vance, I think I did a reading a week or so ago. I saw him being in there, not for very long. They're going to get someone highly capable as his vice president, and then they're going to go about putting that person in office. But I think he might be sworn in before the midterms, but soon after the midterms, I think he might go. He might be in office for 6 months or so. Not quite sure. So, yeah. Okay. So, you don't know, Chuck Grassley is never going to be. No, I cannot see Chuck Grassley. Will Chuck Grassley be named vice president? No. There's too much there. I think they have a minimum age where you can run for the office of president. I think they're going to, I feel like they're going to institute a maximum as well. And I don't think he's third in line, is he? Yeah, okay. Chuck Grassley, will he become vice president? Again, we've got the 9 of Pentacles, but no. It might be because the 9 of Pentacles, I asked, will he become vice president? And no, it's saying no, he won't. Not quite sure why. The Hermit reversed. trader, not necessarily to the US, but he might be seen, as a trader to the party. So, yeah. No, I don't see that happening, Dennis. Yeah, Chuck Grassley's too old, but I do feel that that'd be Marco Rubio. Will Marco Rubio become vice president? Let's have a look. There's something else around the corner for him, so possibly. If it was this way, I'd say definitely not. But this way, yeah, like there's something else around the corner for him. So possibly. I feel like there's going to be. I think they might put it at 65 or something. If you're older than 65, you cannot run. Because looking at an 8-year run, if you win 2 terms, that then takes you into your early 70s. So I do feel like they might put you can't run if you're over something like 65. Yeah, I know you have to be at least 35. Yeah. Okay. Bugger bugger. Who else would you like me to read on? I'm still doing my live, babe. Um, I'm actually starting to get a headache. So, like I said, I haven't been well. So I'm thinking what I might do is wrap up a bit early today, but I am going to be available for the next hour. So just going to go. Here we go. If you are a member, okay. Yep. Okay, sweetheart. Love you. Drive safe. Okay. So I'm just going to comments. Members or channel members, link to meetup. If you go to this link, click on the link. If you click on the link, will not be a present. Yeah, no, I still think there's going to be a president, Dennis. But they're definitely going to have age limits, and they'll have to pass fitness tests. And it's going to be at least 3 doctors, not just one. So what I've done is that I am going to wrap it up a bit early, but I will be, if you are a member, if you go to my channel and click on post, comments, whatever it is, there's a members only comment. It will have a link to a meetup with me, so you can talk to me face to face. Yeah, I knew I knew. Yeah, I was talking about Marco Rubio. I got the 5 of Cups reversed, saying that there is opportunity for him to do it. He's just got to do it the right way. So he's a possibility. So anyway, I'm going to end the stream now. But if you're a member, please feel free to come and join me over the next hour. And yeah. So thanks again for joining me this morning. And I'm not at my best today, but yeah, you'll be able to come and talk to me and face to face and ask questions and stuff. So anyway, if you're a member, you can do that. Love you all. I will see you next week. Members, I will also be posting another deep dive story on Monday. I will not forget this time. I got caught up in the Olympics last week. Yeah, so please, everyone, enjoy your weekend. Stay safe, stay happy, stay loving, and above all, stay laughing. Laugh every day. And if you can, laugh with a stranger. Love you all. Bye-bye.